According to HUD, there are over 600,000 homeless people every night in this country. One-third of those are women. 80% of those women have children. A study by the National Law Center on Homelessness and Poverty states that more than 90% of homeless women are victims of severe physical or sexual abuse. Escaping that abuse is the leading cause of their homelessness.
Safe Haven is a home established by Jody and Paula Douglas to give these women a fighting chance. A chance to start the healing process, rebuild their lives, and reconnect with their families.
Safe Haven was started out of a need. God's given me a heart for the hurting, and He's helped me meet women along the way who needed a home, a place to rebuild. So my part is to come alongside to encourage them, to help them understand what God has for them, and to help them get healthier, spirit, body, and soul. 4 years ago, my cousin Eva died, and she loved plants, she loved life, she loved animals, she loved working with the homeless, but she also understood addiction. And somehow with her death, God gave me a deep love for those who struggle with addiction, that it's not His idea. Then with Jody's support, I resigned my teaching career and started working with families to help them and to promote a drug-free, violent-free, and suicide-free community. God just seems to bring the women to me that come to Safe Haven. Jennifer was the first resident. She had been homeless for about a week, sleeping wherever she could, hoping to see her children at DFACS. There was a house for rent that Jody and I had asked about. We had signed the lease. It became Safe Haven. Before the power was even turned on, Jennifer slept there. Phone calls play a big part. I received a call from someone who needed a ride from Paulding Detention, and that ultimately led to my meeting Cora.
I met Paula last year when I went to visit a friend in the hospital that had relapsed. A few months later, I relapsed and tried to overdose on pills, tried to commit suicide. The circumstances were that if you were in the hospital under suicide watch, you weren't allowed to come back to visit. But somehow Paula managed to get back to see me. When she came in, she told me that I was loved, that God loved me, that I wasn't alone, and that I had something to live for. And I'll never forget that day.
Another day, I was driving someone else, helping them with what they needed, and I saw Kim walking down the road. I knew she was in a tough spot, and I just felt the urge to stop and ask if she needed help. We became friends. Later, she came to live at Safe Haven.
It's pretty amazing because in the midst of my addiction, and I had found myself homeless, I was walking up the street one day and this truck pulled over. And this lady asked me if I needed a ride. And that's the day I met Paula.
And once here, Safe Haven provides these women a home, a safe, a drug-free home, a place where they can build friendship and get to know the heart of God. It provides the basics, provides shelter, food, shower, laundry, a bed, a place where they can help each other and they can become true friends. The living room has opened up possibilities for support group meetings, for prayer, for Bible study. And our dining room table, it has become a very special place, a place to meet around, to have meals, to get to know each other better, to plan for the ministry and outreach, as well as to talk about what each woman needs in the home. A huge part of what Safe Haven provides is internet access for whatever's needed, for identification, for job searching, whatever's needed. Safe Haven also provides transportation for meetings, for court, for probation, for jobs, for seeing their children, their families, for volunteering in the community. It just helps regain structure in their lives. If you personally need help or you know someone who wants help, just call the number below. Leave a message. Once I get the call, it's like I'm the intake person. I want to talk to you. I want to meet you. I want to get to know your strengths as well as your needs. and you become part of our team. And from there, we make a plan. If you want to get involved in some way, always start with prayer. If you have a skill that can help with the upkeep of the house, our home, that's always needed and appreciated. Danny Christie installed some tile that was donated by a company. People leave goods on the front porch. We're always glad for that. And if they're not needed here at Safe Haven, then we find families in need. Helping with transportation is always needed. Helping financially is always appreciated more than you know. So pray, donate, and come volunteer with us. Become a part of our ministry team for a more drug-free, a more violent-free, a more suicide-free community. Spirit, body, soul healthy. God bless.
God is good. I'm receiving so many blessings today because I'm able to give my testimony and help others and work here around Safe Haven. Also, I've been blessed by little by little mending my relationships with my siblings, my mother. Me and my son are still estranged, but the Lord is going to take care of that in due time.